Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I've been invited to do a collab with a wonderful lady, Minimalism, and many of you know her because you may know her from her channel and also because of her encouraging comments on this channel. She invited me to do a collab all about how to stop worrying. Let's get right into it. First, I'm going to say this. Do I worry? Yes, I do. I would love to say I learned all the wonderful skills on how not to worry. But to be honest, I haven't, because I worry. And guess what? It is normal to worry. I wish I had a magic wand where none of us would worry. But I'm going to talk to you guys about some things I did to stop worrying about certain situations. First thing I'm going to say is this. I've heard this before. Don't know if it's true, and I don't know how they get the percentage. But many of the things we worry about never happen. And I do think that's true because I think many of us may worry about things that may be totally irrational things. I know I worry about worst case scenarios. Example, a few years ago when we lost electricity in Dallas during one of the coldest winters that we've ever had, and we did not have power on and off for 4 days, I actually was worried that we may never get electricity again. I know that seems irrational, but I actually had some of those thoughts, and it was kind of scary. So it is normal to worry and sometimes even have worry about worst case scenarios. That is normal. And I think we have to kind of tell ourselves that because sometimes we feel like, oh, I shouldn't worry. But telling ourselves that doesn't make it better. So I do have a few things that I think may be helpful. First of all, if you are worried about something, and I know I worry about things, ask yourself if it's something that you have control over. Some things you do have control over, some things you don't. For example, I didn't have control over the weather. That would be one thing. I wish I could control the weather. I would make it not so hot here in Texas in the summer. But some things we have control over, some things we don't. Now I want to say before I tell you some of my ideas, some of the common things people worry about are money, health of anyone in the family, including themselves, jobs, which kind of go along with money, relationships, their children. These are things that we do worry about. There are things I feel like we can do to help prevent worry. One is be careful who we're speaking to and be careful what you're watching and what you're listening to. Because if you're around many fear-based people, that can actually make it worse. So if you hang around positive-minded people that have a heart of gratitude and look at what they do have, people that make the best of everything, that's going to rub off on you. So I want to mention that because I notice that sometimes I worry more when I'm around more negative energies or I'm watching or listening to things that are fear-based but don't give real solutions. So I do want to mention that, okay? Now, I want to share with you guys some of the things that I was actually worried about. Okay, one huge thing is about a year and a half ago, I think it was, we had a large tree in our backyard removed. For years we have this tree in our backyard, and one time branches did get in our electric wires and it turned our power off. Power company came out, trimmed the branches, and turned our power back on. I should have had that tree removed years ago, but I didn't want to do the great big expense of it. And so I kept getting tree branches, trimmed back. But yet every time we had a bad storm, I would worry about it. Well, how did I handle that? I finally wised up and had that tree removed and another tree that didn't need to be removed really trimmed back a lot, had tons of the branches gone. Now those branches weren't getting into the electric wire, it just needed to be trimmed back. So now I have a fabulous tree company that can come help me. So how did I handle that one worry? I had the tree removed. Think about anything that you're worried about. Let's say it's finances. There's so many different things we can do about finances. I'm not going to go into all the ideas in this video. We always know we can look for more ways to make money and more ways to save money. But what are some tangible things that we can do? When it comes to relationships, is there a relationship in your life that needs to be restored? Is there somebody you need to talk to and maybe have kind of a challenging conversation? That could be something. Jobs. Is there other job opportunities out there? Maybe you're not happy at your job and you're worried about some things. Opening ourselves up, learning new skills. The more we learn, the more marketable we are. Health. Hey, we could talk about health all day long. Are there things we can do to manage our health better? I definitely think for many of us there are. My biggest question, I'll just say this, is What is the one thing we can all do today to help us reduce some stress and reduce things that we're worrying about? What is an actionable step that we can take? I know there is something that we can do. So that is my best tip to not worry about, is figure out, number one, what are you worried about? And is it something you can actually do something about? If so, you don't want to be overwhelmed to do everything at once, but what's one small step that you can take today to improve that situation? It could be anything. Think about that, and your worrying may start to go away little bit by little bit. But just realize we all worry sometimes, and that is normal. And I hope I can be a source of encouragement to you. That's all I have to say for now. I love you. I appreciate you. When you're done with this video, please watch Minimalism Hands. I know you'll enjoy it. I appreciate y'all. Love you. Bye.